Hi, my name is Maya Warren. I'm currently a PhD student here at the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in food science.
My name is Amy DeJong, and I am a PhD student at the University of Wisconsin.
I research the microstructure, behavioral, and sensorial properties of ice cream and other frozen desserts.
I research sorbitol crystallization. So sorbitol is a bulk sweetener that's used in sugar-free confections. It's used in gum, it's used in mints.
It's fun. We research ice cream and candy. You really don't get too much more cool and sweet than that, honestly. So, pun intended.
Amy and Maya from Madison, Wisconsin.
We're the scientists, and we're so much more than lab coats, beakers, and goggles.
Whoop whoop, let's go, let's get it!
So we decided to do the Amazing Race one day when we were sitting in the office. Off we drove to Chicago. We stood in line in the middle of the night outside the store on Rush Street in Chicago, and we had 60 seconds just to talk.
Hopefully, throughout our interviews and our time on the race, we're being seen in a positive light, and we're not called the sweet scientists just because we research sweet foods. I think that we're really sweet as well.
So Amy and Maya are pretty special grad students, right? Pretty special people.
I've known both of them for 5 years now, and they are a great part of the community in the lab. Really hard workers, and they're very lively and upbeat. Not only are they fun to be around, but they're really supportive.
Ice cream doctor or PhD in candy, might sound a little weak, but in reality it's just the opposite. These are some of the most complicated materials in the world, and so to be able to study them and study them well, I think speaks highly to our caliber of our faculty and the students that are here.
I love the UW. I think Madison is the perfect city. It's not too big, not too small. You have the two lakes, and in summer the weather is beautiful and you can hang out at the terrace.
So the dairy store here at UW-Madison, the Babcock Dairy Store, is actually a really awesome place. So there are student workers that work there, and all of the products that are sold there, the dairy products, so the cheese, the milk, and the ice cream are all made in our dairy plant, which is basically right behind the dairy store itself. And in the dairy plant, there are also student workers. They learn how to process cheese, they're learning how to bottle milk. They're also learning how to make ice cream and some of the processes behind making all of these products.
In Candy Science this week, we made different caramels. So we had 8 different formulations of caramels that were intended to show different principles.
I've really found what it is that I love. I love ice cream, I love talking about it, I really love eating it, and I love researching it.
No one really knows about food science and understands what it is, but I'd recommend if anyone had a passion for science to look into it. It's an amazing field that's only growing.
More people are watching food shows and realizing that there's some interesting careers that you can have in the food industry, and so our enrollment has just exploded, and so far the jobs are keeping up with it.
It's a really fun, changing field. There are a lot of different things that you can do with food science. You can work for any food company, you can work in microbiology, you can work in chemistry, you can work in engineering.
Postgraduate school, I would like to consult. I want to open up my own consulting firm in frozen desserts. Things are really expensive out there, and especially, food, and everyone can't always afford it. I would love to figure out a way to make things less expensive.
Ultimately, the goal of all of us food scientists working together should be to find a way to feed a growing population and do so sustainably. So any piece that I can play in helping feed the world, I think would be a huge accomplishment.